can't believe it, folks. Arthur is over. After 25 years of carrying our childhood, the show has come to a conclusion and is officially done, which is like surreal to me. I don't know how to feel, because like Arthur's one of the very few shows from my childhood where I was like, this is good. This is consistently good. Where like PBS, after a while, when I was becoming an adult at the age of 12, I stopped watching like Dragon Tales. I don't really care about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, no offense. That's kids stuff. But I would still come back to watch Arthur. There's something about Arthur that has this just quality to it where I enjoyed the characters, the animation, the stories, the writing, and I would keep coming back to it despite growing out of the demographic that show was meant for. I actually rewatched an episode recently. I think it was season 2. The reason why I watched it is because I was like, okay, I watched the Arthur finale, and then I was like, wait, didn't they do an episode where Arthur met like Bill Clinton in Washington, D.C.? Yes, he did. It's a hell of an episode. Arthur, it's me, Bill Clinton Aardvark, and I want to give you a pizza. I was cracking up. And DW, she is on point in that episode where she's like telling politicians you're fired or just, she's always been a ball of sass, which is kind of like wild because she's always been like a bit of a rebel, but then she became a cop in the finale. Though she's also a snitch, I don't know. I digress. We'll get to it here in a bit. So let's bring it back in. Arthur is finished. It's over. The show is completed. And we even have one of those time jumps at the finale where it's like, oh, look, they're grown up now. The characters, Muffy, Francine, Binky, Buster, Arthur, DW, they're adults. Like they're in their late 20s or early 30s. And that's the surreal nature of Arthur being concluded. It's when you have a show where they do that time skip to be like, we're grown up now, and the passage of time. Regular show did it. My Little Pony G4 finale did that. Rugrats grown up, would that count? Nah, I don't know if that would really count or not. But the entire, like, hey, you're getting older, like you as a viewer. And these cartoons, like, they don't grow up the way that we do, unless the writers make it so. So to see them actually grow up just makes us feel grow up. It makes us feel like, we're adults too. Look at Arthur wearing his Pikachu shirt, looking like the peanut butter gamer. You know, he's an adult. I'm an adult. He pays taxes. I don't. I do. The IRS, I do pay taxes. Don't look at me. So let me once more. This is such a ramble video, and I actually wasn't going to do a video about the Arthur finale, but after watching it, after kind of just meditating on how much it means to me, how it's one of the very few shows where it was able to hold a level of quality where it wasn't stellar forever. There are ups and downs, and they switched from like hand-drawn animation. I think that was the first, I believe, 15 seasons of the show were all done hand-drawn. And then season 16, they switched over to, I believe it was Flash and Toon Boom. So you see a visual change and it looks a little bit less quality, but not to like a negligible degree where it's like, oh my God, this is terrible. It's like, no, it's just different. They're trying to streamline the process and the production, save money. That's forgivable. But as far as like shows that go on for so long, there's a noticeable drop in quality, while Arthur was able to keep its head above water for the most part. And I think that's worthy of praise. And it's also worthy of praise to actually have a satisfying conclusion. Like that's also pretty rare, especially after 25 years. I applaud it. Arthur, I applaud you. Now, the way you wear your headphones, I don't applaud. Like your ears are on top of your head. What are they doing on the side of your head? I digress. Arthur itself was a book initially, a graphic novel, I believe. And it got picked up by PBS years ago and was definitely one of its strongest contenders. And to see the finale, which synopsis, by the way, for the finale, because it's a two-parter episode. And by the way, when I was watching this, I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about and now a word from us kids. For those who know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And now back to Arthur, where you've got like each episode has like 2 segments to it, like 2 separate episodes with a little interjection, a little segment in the middle where you got these kids who are like, I do Arthur, and I went down to the mailman and I learned lessons about Arthur and mailmans or whatever. I don't know, I'm making that up. But like just the idea of the kids talking about Arthur or learning a lesson or whatever, like actual real kids, they've been rolling with that for years, so the entire run. And that was in the finale. I completely forgot about that. And I gotta say, there's some good meme material there where it's like, I don't know, Thanos is about to like kill everybody. and then you just cut them off, and it's like, and now a word from us kids. I gotta say, that could work. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm not funny. The synopsis for the final episode, which is like about 10 minutes or so long, is Muffy, Francine, Buster, and Arthur at the library, of course, because having fun isn't hard when you got a library card. Jackal, Jackal, hi, Jackal. There's some good songs in this series. But like they go to the library, they go to the back of the library because they're looking for something. They find this game that predicts your future by like calculating like what you're about. Where they said, oh, Muffy will be a politician. Or no, she'll be a public servant. She was like a post office worker. And then Muffy was a cubicle worker. Buster worked as a teacher for like teaching about cryptids. And then we never find out about Arthur. And it's sweet because like I like when you see like effort go into these things, because you have the creator of Arthur in this episode with his aardvark Sona, which by the way, a shout out to the aardvark Sonas like Matt Damon or Bill Clinton, right? I think Lance Armstrong had an aardvark Sona, but you have Mark Brown, who's the original creator. He is in this episode in the library with his aardvark Sona, and he's telling Arthur like, hey, don't worry about it. Just I think you're gonna go off to do great things, whatever. And to have like the creator there talking to Arthur, and also like when Arthur with a time skip when he's an adult, they have the original voice of Arthur voicing the adult Arthur, and that's poetic. That's really neat. I like that. So to see Arthur as a writer, as an illustrator, to see all the kids grow up and be adults, and that's satisfying. It was a satisfying conclusion. It didn't blow my mind, but it was to satisfaction, and that's enough. For a show that has run for 25 years, that's enough. I heard rumors of a spinoff. I can't confirm them. I tried to, but apparently there might be a spinoff. We'll see. And also, I want to say real fast, there's something about shows like this where they can hit up topics that are uncomfortable. Buster's family is divorced, his parents. That's uncomfortable, but in the same way where Sesame Street can also hit up serious topics, Arthur did the same. There's an episode about a kid with autism and discussing how he's just different than others, but that's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be who you are. And I applaud that. It doesn't feel like it's overreaching. It doesn't feel like it's not saying anything at all. It felt like it was able to stay in its lane. And that's the Arthur show in general, is it was able to stay in its lane while being able to have fun with its writing, its characters, good animation. That, of course, switched over to a little bit of a lower quality, but still, competent, and just a strong run overall with a strong conclusion. I'm gonna miss it. Here I am in my early 30s, and Arthur is setting sail, and now I'm like, geez, who's next? Or who's coming back from the grave once again? Like, Hey Arnold? Well, no, there was a Hey Arnold movie actually, so I'm incorrect, and that kind of wrapped up shop of it too. So it's a surreal thing. It's a surreal thing to see characters grow up. I'm trying to think of some other shows that might do that or have done that, where the age skip, where it's like they were children when you were kids and now they're adults paying their taxes. Do we see that with like Doug? No one cares about Doug. Recess. Maybe Recess could do that, where the kids are all grown up and paying taxes. I have to say paying taxes now because now the IRS is like looking to my records. So those are my overall thoughts about the finale of Arthur. I'm curious to see what you all think. Oh my God, no, I have to stop right now. A friend of mine sent me something where there was like some kind of purchase, some kind of like this thing where you could actually send a picture of like your kid's face or whatever and put them in an episode of Arthur. And then they'll like... They'll put the kid's face over her character's head. And Arthur's like, wow, it's my best friend Ethan with the robot voice. It looks so shoddy. It looks hilariously bad. I'll put a clip here in the video. Check it out.
Arthur's New Friend, starring Ethan. All right, guess who's coming to visit me? Ethan. And I'll be at your house this Friday. Can't wait to meet you. Your friend, Ethan.
Now, the great Zamboni will make this child disappear. That'll be $10, please.
And my friends, that's why I'm going to miss Arthur, because it was able to provide some pretty funny moments such as that. And also aardvark Bill Clinton, because that's a thing. All right, let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.